Is there any truth to Diddy putting the bounty on the death row chain?
I mean, it was said that there was a $75,000 bounty out on anybody that had death row medallions on. And, how true it was, I don't know how true it was, but as far as the true side for me, I had security detail, 24 hours a day, just about. I had security sleeping in my room. I had security every time that, I moved around. I had security because of that. Because, those guys it was said that what was happening. And you could tell something was in the air because it became very unsafe during that time over a death row chain.
Wow. So you had to have security over that bounty.
Yeah, every day. Every day. Everybody, security was beefed up a lot after, it was said in one of our meetings that, be careful. This is what's going down.
Did you ever get into an incident over that bounty?
I definitely got shot at coming out of the Beverly Center. After Suge got into it with some guys, me and my guy, Yaku, rest in peace. We went to the car and we kind of seen the guys saying something to us, but as soon as we pulled out of right in the driveway, they definitely shot at us.
Oh, okay, I see. It was some people Suge got into it with.
Yeah, in front of the club. Yep. He laughed about that when we got back to the office. He's like, "Oh, y'all good?"
From your knowledge, right, and everything that you know, because it's always been a rumor, but do you personally believe Diddy put a bounty on the death row chain?
Uh, I can't say what I gotta believe it because I lived it. Somebody did. Those chains became dangerous for a reason, and that's all I can go off of until somebody else tell me different. Until he say different.
Right, right. How you feel about everything Diddy going through right now?
Um, First off, abuse isn't cool. No matter who give it, celebrity, the dude in the neighborhood, or it doesn't matter. So I don't think that there's a special treatment that those people, those abusers, should get. Everything go off of facts. A lot of people when they seen Cassie speak a story, they said, "Why did she wait so long?" I think that's distasteful. It's disgusting because, how dare we sit back and ask somebody that's been abused? You just don't know what people have went through. And I don't think that we're in a place to question that. You know what I mean? You never know what it was, whether it was business end, whether it was her feeling like now that she's secure. If that is true, we see what it is. It's just not her, it's other stories and allegations and people that's coming forward. Man, as I said before, these guys that get in these positions, Suge was made to be the monster for a long time, and that done a lot of things that damaged a lot of people, and people have their stories with him. We're just getting an opportunity to see the other side. So we seen the first part of the East Coast, West Coast rivalry. Now we're going to see the downfall, I think, on the other side now, unfortunately.
When you look at all this unfold with Diddy, right? I know it got to be crazy knowing that, back then they used to make Suge Knight look like the bad guy and they'll make, Diddy look like the saint. So I know that got to be crazy, man.
I was never fooled by it. A lot of those dudes, especially our dudes from the hood, once they get some money, they started acting ignorant and, become gangsters when they come out of college and, become different people. Money create, there's no telling what it create in people. Like you get an opportunity to magnify if there's some evil in you or some things that you've always thought that you want to do and you wanted to be a gangster. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that's truly gangsters and it don't take them to have a dime to be a gangster. They can be a gangster with no money in their pocket. And then there's certain people that become gangsters when they get millions. It's all saved up. You know what I'm saying? When you do wrong, you gotta pay for it. And I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that looked at it and it was like, I've never looked at Puffy no different Then I looked at Suge because I've talked to some of the other artists that he's had, and they've kind of went through some of the things that the death row artists went through, and we've seen it through the stories over the years. The artists, that's been damaged throughout the years, and we've seen it. Now he just have to face that. That's one good thing about God. You know what I mean? You can think you get away with something, but just like they said, whatever don't come out in the wash. I think that's what my daddy used to say. If it don't come out in the wash, that's the show come out in the rinse.